Thank you, Bad Blood, for another YouTube strike.
Son of a bitch, here we are. We got another YouTube strike.
Probably. That song, they hit me every time for that song.
Okay, so I know exactly what it is about the YouTube strike. That's free music right there. But for some reason, the countdown numbers tried to give us a strike. So I contested it. Which I think is fucking stupid. How you going to strike somebody for some goddamn numbers?
Someone's trying to piss me off tonight. I just got followed on Instagram.
It's probably that vampire from Sesame Street.
Probably. I just got followed by someone on fucking Instagram, and this is the first fucking thing I see.
Is that a picture of Haley J?
Yes! Him and like this motherfucker gonna follow, and that's a, you know what? Ban.
That's
block,
great.
Who was it? Who was it?
Icon Lee. It was Icon Lee.
Icon Lee.
Yeah.
Instant troll.
Never getting fucking booked.
Oh, he's a wrestler.
Yeah. Not getting fucking booked. Not booked.
Insta troll.
Wow.
Motherfucker.
Damn, that's
cool. Gotta
cool,
kind of admire that.
What the fuck is that?
Whoever look at Instagram pages.
And I just liked a bunch of my shit too. Don't like my shit. Don't like my stuff with that whore.
You know what? Haley, that's probably Haley J's undercover one.
No, I know who the guy is.
Then he knows how much you hate her. So he's like,
Probably.
I'm gonna go ahead and fucking follow this guy.
And he's I'm gonna follow him and make sure he sees.
Yep.
I mean, he's kind of cute. I mean, he just likes shitty people. God damn it.
He's like, I want to make sure he sees these nuts. Anyway, let's get into this AEW recap, man. Let's get this shit out of the way.
Holy shit, that's cool.
What?
They're coming out with the Quebecer figures.
Wow. Is it one of those PCO?
Yeah, yes.
Pierre.
It was Jacques Rougeau and Pierre.
The Rougeau brothers.
Where the fuck I put my drink at?
Strawberries. How about that?
God damn it.
No, thank you.
Strawberries. I want some strawberries.
All right. So AEW started off with Jay White versus Penta. And I'm not sure why, but they ended up like slapping the shit out of each other. And Penta took his glove off and threw it to the, I was going to say threw it to the crowd, but he didn't. And him and Jay White just ended up like chest slapping each other back and forth. And Penta, he ducked the Blade Runner. He made a near fall. And then referee distraction, Juice Robinson interferes, and Jay White picks up the win.
Can I just ask, why is Alex Abrahantes the fucking designated luchador like manager?
He translates.
They should be able to. You know what? Let me tell you something. They should be able to fucking speak the language if they're going to be wrestling in America.
Uno.
Not being racist.
Okay,
or
Trump.
Not being racist or anything like that, but
No, that's
like,
pretty fucking racist, but okay.
I've wrestled in Japan and had to speak Japanese.
Well,
Okay. I've wrestled in Mexico. I had to learn Spanish to wrestle in Mexico. Just saying.
I wrestled in the hood and learned how to speak Ebonics.
Wow.
For shizzle.
Wow. For shizzle, my nizzle.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
My Nielsen.
Uh-huh. Over here being a straight up Nielsen all of a sudden.
So I thought
I got my Newports and my Glock on me. I'm good.
Wow.
I thought the question you were going to ask was, why does Juice Robinson look like Animal from the Muppets?
Why does Juice Robinson look like motherfucking the Geico caveman?
He looks like a Muppet, dude. Straight up.
Like you should put him and Duke from NXT together and call them Cro-Magnation.
Yes, I agree.
But anyway,
So-
yeah, let's
At the end of this match, Juice Robinson promised he was going to win the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal later on that night. And it was funny because he compared the MGF's Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal ring to, he said, this one I got from TJ Maxx for $24.99. That was pure cubic zirconium. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah,
I like the Bang Bang Gang. I like their funny jokes. They're the new age DX when DX was funny.
New Age DX.
Yeah, when DX was funny.
So here's a question. What is it with Max Caster and MJF?
Bro, it was
I mean,
funny on Twitter. It's fucking cringy as fuck on
Have
TV.
you ever seen this shit on Twitter? Or they post? It's so funny. But you're right, Sonner. It's real cringy as fuck. And they're making it like over the top. They're both guys like, and you know, MJF talked about it tonight. They're both guys from Creative Pro Wrestling. Started out together. Max Caster is one of the trainers there. You know, a lot of people came out of Creative Pro Wrestling. The TBS Women's Champion is from Creative, is the first female graduate of Creative Pro Wrestling. So that's Brian Meyer's company out of where are they at? Florida?
No, New York.
No, New York. Yeah. So it is what it is. The gimmick was supposed to be funny, but honestly, it's not.
It's not. So next we had a AEW Women's Championship match, and it was our new champion Hikaru Shida defending against Emi Sakura, and I actually like this match, and I don't know if it's just because of how thick Emi Sakura is, but it was entertaining.
Well, Emi Sakura has been training 99% of the fucking women
Correct.
that came out of Japan and came into
She's thicker
AEW.
than
So,
two dumplings.
wow, they
She
over
bow,
it. Still.
Bow bow.
Julie,
Renee Paquette had an interview with Adam Copeland, and I didn't listen to it honestly. I was like doing some other shit while he was talking. It just didn't really matter.
yeah, what was the big thing about? Like, what was his? I didn't really listen to it either.
He doesn't want to fight Christian. He wants to be brothers, and and finish out their careers together as brothers, like the way they started. Which was shortly followed by Wardlow versus Ryan Nemeth in a squash match, where the referee stopped the match because Wardlow had just powerbombed Ryan Nemeth too much, and he just had to quit.
And I love the fact that Wardlow had the tape that said MJF. So obviously Wardlow has not forgotten MJF.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that horrible acting that fucking Tony Schiavone did.
That was funny. Tony Schiavone's little weak ass.
Before that, that says MJF. Like the way he fucking said, and then that fall he did when fucking Wardlow fucking shoulder bumped him.
So here's the thing. So on Twix, Wardlow posted something about, hey, MJF comes back and apologizes and says sorry, and he's supposed to be a baby face and he sheds a few tears, but people forgot all the evil shit he did years ago. So I do believe that the Wardlow MJF storyline is worthwhile, and it's there's reasoning behind it. Like there's reason for those two to have beef.
I honestly
I just don't think they're doing it right.
No, I don't either, because I think honestly a Wardlow MJF feud can fucking push Wardlow to the main event.
Wardlow pinned MJF, and like that was it. Like he won the match.
People forgot about it because of all the MJF drama surrounding it.
Correct.
Like every time Wardlow's had a big push, it's been overshadowed by something else.
Some other bullshit. Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
I think that's the problem. I think that's why everybody was like, look at this. Yeah, you know what I mean?
But the funny thing is, like, honestly speaking, critically looking into this, Wardlow shouldn't be the heel going into this.
Right.
Feud.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because MJF got shit all over this dude for months at a time.
Right.
Calling him wart pig and saying, you don't work for AEW, you work for me. And he had to fight out his contract and
I mean,
even all that kind of stuff. Like
even outside of that, like just the fact that every time Wardlow has got a little bit of momentum, it has been derailed.
Correct.
By what MJF's doing back behind the scenes.
Well, this last time, his whole thing got derailed by who cut off his ponytail?
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
That was like a side quest that went nowhere.
Like when
when
he beat MJF, that would have made him a star. But people were too focused on is MJF being the whole focus of that match went away from Wardlow, is going to destroy MJF to is MJF even going to show up? Did he get on a plane to go back home? So
and then Punk was showing up around that time too.
Yeah, and then the whole Punk thing. I mean, it was just every time MJF Wardlow was supposed to be the focus of things, it's been taken off of him.
Correct.
And that
I would be a little upset too. I kind of be real pissed off at the simple fact that I've built up this gimmick. He was the TNT champion or whatever it was. He won the title from Samoa Joe. He had this huge gimmick going, got overshadowed constantly over and over again. So when he came back as a heel. Obviously, he's pissed off. I get it, but it's pretty fucking lame, is what it is.
They could have. I mean, an MJF Wardlow feud is money, and it can make Wardlow a star in AEW if they do it right. But I mean, I guess they could still work it where with making Wardlow the heel like MJF. Hey, I changed. Can't you see that? But Wardlow refuses to see it. I mean, I get they can make.
Or Wardlow could just be pissed off and like yell to the fans like, "I'm the bad guy."
Right.
I'm the bad guy in this? Fine, I'll show you the bad guy.
Right.
I think that's what he's doing with the Powerbomb Symphony. Like no one's like going with it like they were before.
I thought about that, but you got to realize, like before he went away,
he was doing that as a face.
He was doing the Powerbomb Symphony just, as a show of force. Just
right.
He was doing this, and it was like, oh, okay.
I think Wardlow can honestly be AEW's really second homegrown star.
He could be. And you know who Wardlow needs to push him up to that next tier? Ryback.
Oh, yes.
Okay, look, let's not bring Ryback up.
60-man Ironman match.
Unless we get Ryback back on the show, live here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on Twitch. We get him on the show again. One of the highest rated shows we've had.
If you want to do the biggest put-over match in AEW history, you have Wardlow versus Ryback versus Goldberg.
Money.
And then you have Wardlow do the double stack people on his back Samoan drop shit.
Oh God, no.
Or have him do like dual Powerbomb symphonies. Oh my God, it would be awesome.
Here's what sucks. I was supposed to be seeing Ryback in 2 weeks, but he canceled his appearance because he's afraid of that guy that threatened his life on his show.
The guy is still after him?
I don't know. I guess because the guy ain't in jail. The Ryback said he's been advised not to leave his house because the guy is still free.
Wow.
He just don't want to. He just don't want to work.
Dude, fucks that. I leave my house every goddamn day. I wish a motherfucker would.
Wish
Right?
a motherfucker would.
Try me. Try me.
I wish you would. Here's my address. Shit, here's a key. That's under the front mat. Motherfucker, come on in. Shit.
Julian's got that fucking money in the bank briefcase you can knock your ass out with.
Shit. Man, I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
You want to be a stalker? You'd be like, fuck, I'm the one getting stalked. Surprise, motherfucker.
I might have a tattoo of your dead dad on my leg.
Jesus Christ. That's hella savage.
Savage.
So in a backstage interview, Kenny Omega is talking about his match with Kyle Fletcher. Now comes MJF.
That was great.
So here's the thing.
13
is
days.
MJF, is he a heel?
What's in 13 days?
That's when he beats Omega's record as the longest reigning champion.
Oh.
They started this whole thing on being the elite because MJF came into the elite's locker room.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, hey, guys.
Yeah, he's being all nice to them. And they're like, oh, that MJF ain't a bad guy. And he went up to Omega. He's like, 15 days, you little bitch. And the Bucks didn't hear him, of course. So the Bucks like, that MJF is a good guy.
Well,
so this might be a sign that not that many people are watching Being the Elite because I
was about to say I watched Being the Elite.
Totally didn't get that part.
I don't watch Being the Elite, but I saw that clip on Twitter.
Okay, can someone please explain this Adam Cole Roderick Strong thing?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think Roderick Strong is trying to like keep Adam Cole from having that surgery. And I think like he's doing all this shit like continuously over and over again, like Adam, I need your help with this, I need your help with that, keeping him busy so he doesn't have surgery, so he can't come back and defend the Ring of Honor tag belts, so the Kingdom can win the belts.
Okay, so
it's stupid, whatever it is.
Am I wrong here to believe that?
Am I going crazy? Or is anyone else hearing a cat like meow?
Yeah, that's here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was like, it's weird.
That's my wife asking me to come upstairs.
Wow. Shayla, I do not take part of this.
I thought maybe one of my cats was like locked in a room somewhere. I got
that's
Meowchi.
One of your cats locked in a room. What are you fucking? Shout out to Little Cholo for joining us. What up, Cholo?
I keep my bathroom door closed because the cats like to try to drink out of the toilet. So
wow.
Sometimes I accidentally lock them in there.
Wow.
Okay, so the other day wasn't
I'm live on my Instagram.
MJF attacked by somebody in a devil mask?
He was attacked by a bunch of mask guys, and
Jay White was, yeah.
And so I was somewhat under the impression that one of those people was Adam Cole, because remember it happened right after Adam Cole broke his ankle or twisted his ankle.
Well, it's supposed to be Adam Cole. That's the whole get down. But Adam Cole's actually really hurt, so
yeah. So like later on, I'm like, oh, he's really hurt. Oh, okay. So this is like some Black Scorpion shit, like
yeah, Sting.
Oh,
Ole Anderson back for that shit.
Hey, he's still alive somehow.
Wow.
Ole Anderson.
Ole.
Oh, Ole's alive?
Yeah.
God damn, I thought he would have been dead.
That's what I thought.
I'm not wishing death on anybody. I'm just saying, like,
there's a lot of people that do wish death on Ole.
35, he looked like he was 70. I mean,
when you're smoking a carton of cigarettes a fucking week, that's what, you know.
Ole Anderson is 81 years old.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I hope I live to be as old as Ole Anderson.
Huh?
I said, I
hope
to
still
live.
Married?
I don't know.
I
He's married?
thought he was married.
Maybe. I don't know who would marry him. He's a grumpy motherfucker. You know, no one has a nice. I've never heard anyone say anything nice about him.
He was nice to me at WrestleFanFest.
Not even Arn.
He was nice to me at WrestleFanFest.
Oh, Ric Flair hates his guts.
Did he say, I like you, Bad Blood. You're one of the good ones.
He was like, listen here, you Nielsen. I was like, oh,
It's like, you're one of the good ones.
He was like, "You're a real credit to your race."
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? I'd let you drink out of my water fountain.
Wow. He was like, you can sit in the front of the bus. It's okay.
Hey, you're with me. You coming through the front door. Come on.
Wow. You ain't got to eat in the back. You have to call me massa. It's all good.
And here comes Dick Murdoch, like, what are you doing, Ole? Get him out of
Holy
here.
God damn it, Ole. Judge Mantel, like,
They didn't even
"Oh,
include
fuck."
Ole Anderson in the Hall of Fame ceremony. They sure the fuck didn't.
No, they did not. Barry wasn't even an original horseman, and he made it in.
Right?
You know what? They didn't include Mongo either. Motherfucker.
But Mongo does have a Hall of Fame ring, though.
Oh, yes, he does. Didn't he? He got inducted this year, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is he in the Football Hall of Fame?
AEW is proven yet again why they'll never beat WWE in ratings. I gotta admit, Hater, as much as I hate to say it,
Oh.
you're right.
Oh, Steve McMichaels is one of the finalists for next year's Hall of Fame class.
If he makes
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he don't have to be alive to be inducted.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it still
hopefully.
sucks,
so I
man.
mean, we
Prayers for
didn't really-
Mongo.
Yeah, press for Mongo.
I really want to see what the NXT ratings are for this week because
They were I think it was like 790,000. So they're down about 200,000 from last week.
expected. I mean, I knew they were
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, decent numbers.
Yeah. So what I'm saying here is, what's always bothered me about Dynamite versus NXT is, okay, this is your flagship show versus the developmental show. Did WWE put on some superstars from the other brands to boost the numbers? Yeah. Is it fair? I mean, come on. You know, if you're talking Attitude Era, you know, this is the Attitude Era did all kind of shit, overruns,
Oh yeah.
no commercials,
Storming WCW.
Eric Bischoff giving away results.
Yeah.
Challenging Vince in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I find funny is Eric Bischoff likes to fucking get on his soapbox about what Tony Khan does. Like Tony Khan had a little bit of a Twitter meltdown last week, and Eric Bischoff was fucking Eric Bischoff was like, "Hey, he just shows how unprofessional." Like, bro, you came on national TV and challenged Vince McMahon to a fight.
So here's the funny thing about Eric Bischoff, because I mean I listen to 83 Weeks and the other shows that he does, but it's funny because Eric has this benefit of hindsight being 20/20.
Right.
Mhm.
And when I say hindsight, I mean, and so for anybody out there who's listening, pay attention. If you want to learn how to succeed, don't just talk to somebody who succeeded, talk to someone who lost. In fact, talk to the person who they beat.
Right.
Because you want to find that you learn more from losing than you do from winning. And so you want to find out what was done right and you want to find out what was done wrong. Eric Bischoff, quite honestly, talks a lot about what he did wrong. He doesn't say I did this wrong, but he tongue-in-cheek acknowledges this is where I fucked up. And it's funny because when Conrad is like, come on, bro, you put on this match, he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that was me.
I mean, he's admitting he's wrong.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, all right, that was me. And so what I saw last week was when Tony Khan was constantly tweeting, I posted somewhere, I said that he essentially said, oh, that's going to put asses in seats for NXT. And we all remember what happened when Tony Schiavone said that about Mick Foley winning the championship, because people are like, oh, what? And a bunch of them switched the channel. And so the whole reason why Triple H and Shawn Michaels don't talk about the competition is because when he talked about the competition, it makes people curious to see what the competition is going to do. And so we just found out today that NWA Power or NWA has got a deal with the CW.
Yeah.
Thank God. Not a major network, but it's a more accessible network for more people than they had over just on YouTube or over on Fight TV or something.
Yeah. Another beautiful thing about that too is the CW network has always been geared towards young people because of
Correct.
all the DC stuff. So when you got NWA Power,
Flash. Yeah.
NWA Power, when you got, oh shit, let me tune in and watch Flash. Wait, what's this wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's young, hip. It's for us. It's on the CW network.
Yeah.
They're gonna start drawing. And then now the fact that they're going back on the road by opening up the territories again.
Yep.
That's gonna be.
I mean,
good.
the fact that it's on the CW means I'm more than likely to be able to DVR it, and it'll at least show up in a place where I can watch. Because like as of right now, I want to say that on Sling TV, when I was getting ready to watch AEW, Impact was on,
Mhm.
and I don't know if it was
Same
a
time.
new show or it was probably the show from last week or an old show.
Yeah.
But the fact that NWA has a major TV deal, and I call it major because it's more major than what used to have,
Oh,
and
yeah.
because the CW had the Flash, they had Arrow, they had Smallville, they had Supernatural, they had a bunch of great shows.
And these are shows that were averaging 1 million views a week.
I mean, shit, Supernatural was on for 15 seasons.
Flash was on for fucking 10 years.
Yeah, Smallville, 10 years. I mean,
Yep.
you can't sneeze at that. And so it gives me hope that Impact will get a better slot than what they have now. Because, dude, I've said this over and over. If you had Impact on a major network going head to head with AEW, that might be competition.
Well, here's the thing: Impact's not going to move from where they are because the owners of Impact own that channel, so they're going to stay
that
there.
channel is shit.
It is, and it's not even carried by my cable provider. Like most people don't have access to access.
Correct.
Whatever the
If
channel
you have
is.
Sling, you got it.
Yeah,
That's
like
about
Anthem
it.
or something like that.
Well, Anthem's who owns the company, but the channel they're on is Access, I believe.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
Access
mean,
TV.
I think Mark Cuban used to own it, and then he got rid of it
He's like,
because it used to be called HD Net, because that's where Ring of Honor got their
okay.
TV start at.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day,
Yeah.
they were HDNet.
Yeah, but it's like no, I mean, like my cable provider, DirecTV don't carry it. My Spectrum doesn't carry it. Like it's only on streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hater has a point. No one in AEW can sell out an arena. That's why losing CM Punk didn't make any sense. He's the only guy that can sell out a building by himself. True statement.
Yeah.
True statement. And you realize not to degrade or talk shit about AEW, but to degrade and talk shit about decisions of AEW. They've not had a million views since CM Punk left.
Nope.
Correct.
So what is that telling you?
I mean, and I love Edge.
Even Edge didn't pop that. Did you see that picture I posted in our group chat?
Well, here's the thing. Edge was just on TV in WWE. With CM Punk, you had someone that you hadn't seen in 7 years. And
you're 100% correct about that.
Yeah, and I mean, Edge was just on TV a month ago in WWE. So, I mean, that's the big difference there is Edge is
fighting Sheamus in his last match.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, and I mean, who else out there besides CM Punk could AEW even bring in at this point to move the needle?
I mean, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say they decide to bring in Mercedes Moné. Okay, great. They bring her in. She ain't gonna draw 1 million motherfucking views.
No, she ain't gonna move the needle.
Let's say they bring in Okada, but they've done it before. Not 1 million motherfucking views.
No. Well, that's and none of those people are on CM Punk's level. Just because CM Punk is just so fucking good at every aspect of pro wrestling. From there's
only one man.
God damn it, fucking Julian. Don't fucking say it.
There's only one man they can bring in right now that'll pop a curiosity rating.
Wow.
And who is that?
Probably one night only, maybe into a pay-per-view.
Oh my God. Who?
Ryback.
I thought you were going to say the one-man band.
Nah. He would have nothing to do
Okay,
with it.
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bite. Let's just say they do bring in Ryback. With the negative press that Ryback gets a lot, people will tune in to see. But will they tune in every week to see?
No,
That's
maybe if they do.
I said he'd pop the episode and then the pay-per-view after, maybe if it was immediately after, but not week on week. No.
Maybe if they did Ric Flair's, we're really serious. This is it, last match.
Oh, you know what? 1.5 million views. I'm calling it right now. Right here, I'm calling it 1.5 million views. You know why?
Because people like
motherfucker want to know if he gonna drop dead during the match. So they gonna watch. Because people are fucking sick.
I mean, if they featured Jeff Jarrett in a more prominent role, they'd be hitting 1 million every week. But
damn straight,
they choose not to for whatever reason.
Every damn week, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre belt needs to be on the line.
Yes. So I never have time in my fucking life to listen to Jim Cornette hater. I could be locked in a fucking padded room for 3 weeks and I still wouldn't find time to listen to Jim Cornette.
I have been on 3 and 4 hour long drives for work and I listen to a lot of podcasts. I can't listen to Jim Cornette.
No, I could never find time for Jim
It's
Cornette.
like
I could find time at work to fucking clean the toilets if I wanted to, but I never watched Jim Cornette shit.
Right. I'll listen to Road Dogg's podcast because he's fucking funny.
I've heard of it. Check it out.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious.
It's Road Dogg and Ryan Katz.
Not Ryan Katz anymore. Ryan Katz ain't been doing the podcast for a while.
Yeah, he can't because he's back with NXT, but
so is Road Dogg, but Cassio Kid's his co-host now.
Yeah, Ryan Katz is too busy doing prominent things in NXT.
Damn.
Shout out to my boy Ryan Katz.
Pew, pew.
So okay, here we go. Who would you like to see AEW bring in to pop a rating? And let's say for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Who could they possibly bring in?
I don't think there is anyone.
I don't think there is anyone.
Punk. I mean, they could pop a rating with Punk still.
Yeah, they could bring Punk back all of a sudden.
If they brought Punk back all of a sudden.
How do you think?
Run the angle that we've been talking about.
How do you think it'll look when Jungle Boy comes back?
Oh fuck! They about to lose. Oh, let me put it this way: straight shoot, all bullshit aside. Jungle Boy come back. People are gonna tune in to watch,
and then drop off.
And then they're gonna be like, "This is the motherfucker that cost him CM Punk." Turn the channel.
Look here, if because they're teasing towards MJF and Kenny Omega at some point. If fucking Punk was the run to come out and fucking cost Omega the match, that next week's Dynamite, I guarantee would be over 1 million. Guarantee it.
I hate to say this. I don't hate to say it. Here's the thing. So MJF went over Bryan Danielson in an Iron Man match.
Mm-hmm.
MJF has beat quite a number of people to be champion, to get to be champion, and to have his championship. But for some reason, it seems like AEW keeps back burnering MJF and that championship.
Yes.
So that even when he does defend it, it's
not a big deal.
So MJF versus Kenny Omega should probably be the headline to any main event pay-per-view. But for some reason, and I don't know if it's Kenny Omega, I don't know if it's MJF. I can tell you when Kenny Omega was going to be on Wrestle Kingdom, I tuned in to see that shit. Kenny Omega versus Okada. I was like looking at the TV like this, 4:00 in the morning, like barely keeping my eyes open. But I don't have the same reaction when it's Kenny Omega versus MJF. There's something there,
right?
That's just not sticking, like it's not gelling, and I don't think it's because MJF isn't a main eventer. 100% he is. He's proved it. He's got a following. His story's a bit convoluted, but whatever. Kenny Omega, main eventer, champion, New Japan, every promotion. He can wrestle wherever he wants to. He'll be in a main event. But there's something about those two together, and something about maybe it's the championship. I don't know, but it's not sticking. Now, I will fault them for the whole Lance Archer versus Hangman Adam Page thing. That was the shits. But since then, even Mox couldn't, and then with CM Punk getting injured every time he won, it was like, what the fuck? So, I mean, they've got to do something to elevate that title and the people who are kind of associated with it.
So I agree with you about that, and I'm gonna interject and say this part too. WWE has Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion.
Yep.
They've not built anyone up legitimately that can take the title from Roman and be actually look like they can take it from Roman. You know what I mean?
Correct.
AEW, on the other hand, they have too many fucking people that can be champion. I love that, because wrestling has always been a shit. This can really fucking happen. Not predictable. But the problem with AEW is the not predictability is what's killing. I mean, it not being predictable is killing AEW off, because people tune in and they want to see their champion be a dominant champion. They want to see 80s, 90s Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, guys that held the belt that we're going to go out there and defend the belt and put on a good match and come close to losing, but somehow squeak it out. The Bret Harts, the Shawn Michaels, the Mr. Perfects. Now you got Orange Cassidy out there defending the title every week for fucking 52 weeks. You got Chris Statlander, who's out there giving out championship matches. They're giving out championship matches. They're not being earned. So there's no excitement in these matches anymore. The World Championship, the coolest thing that happened in the World Championship since CM Punk left the company is that it got stolen by fucking the Bullet Club. That's the most exciting thing about the world title. You got your World Heavyweight Champion on a major pay-per-view, Wrestle Dream, a big debut in pay-per-view, and he's in a fucking tag team match on the pre-show.
Correct.
So you've already made that. We always say it's not the title that makes the man, it's the man that makes the title. Well, MJF is the man, and the title doesn't mean shit.
So, I mean, I think the whole MJF Adam Cole thing was supposed to go a different direction before he got injured. I thought the injury was a fake, but I mean, I don't know now. But they're getting lost with side quests.
I just think that it's ridiculous, man. Like there's no reason.
I mean, here's the thing: the most interesting title right now is the TNT Championship because of Christian Cage.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's true. That is 100% legit.
Damn. Sinner just sent me look at the numbers. Wow, these fucking numbers are bad.
Not Sinner, hater.
I mean, hater. Look at this. These numbers are fucking bad, guys.
Don't put me in that category.
What numbers?
I'm putting them in our group chat right now. Wow. You're right. Christian Cage is the man. Every segment Christian Cage is in, money.
Damn.
WWE is doing 958,000.
Well,
even NXT, Fallon Henley segment
was the start of the show.
Look, quarter 8, Asuka, Tiffany Stratton, Blair Davenport, Fallon Henley, Carmella Hayes versus Braun Breaker, 866,000 views. They were down 21,000 views. 960,000 views for Carmella Hayes and Undertaker segment. God damn. Cody Rhodes and the family Baron Corbin promo, Dragunov versus Dominic Mysterio, 958,000 views.
Did they ever bust 1 million? No.
They're not going to bust 1 million. But AEW is not going to bust 1 million either. Look at that. Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus, 559,000 views. Wow.
So this is the quarter by, well, this is the segment breakdown.
Yeah. Well, these numbers are crazy.
Christian Cage's money.
Yeah, Christian Cage's money.
So this goes back to what we said last week when Sinner was like, hey, the Elite weren't on the show. And I jokingly said, yeah, because they didn't want to get blamed for a bad quarter hour segment. And call me conspiracy dude, but
there's your CEO conspiracy right there, my friend. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This Dynamite, in my opinion, was stale.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let me tell you the worst part about Dynamite for me. The Tony Storm segment that got sent to Picture in Picture.
That's the most over thing in AEW right now when it comes to TV.
And when I was watching it, I was like, oh shit, I wonder if they're gonna bring in the Vaudevillains to, But I was like, I was really looking forward to what the whole Tony Storm thing was gonna turn into, and it went black and white and this and that, and then it went to the old timey, talkie movies version. And I was like, y'all went to Picture in Picture? I mean, I get it, like, because you don't need audio, you can have the words pop up during Picture in Picture, but that's kind of shitty. But whatever.
Well, like I've been saying, like AEW is dropping the ball, and I love the fact that AEW is all about wrestling. We've been saying it for months. We want something that's all about wrestling. Everyone's tired of the sports entertainment. WWE sports entertainment, is getting lame. It still is, but dude, like, you got to do something to fucking get the crowd back. And you can't have Tony Khan going on fucking Twitter. Facebook or going on Twitter talking shit every fucking 5 minutes, because like you said earlier, if I came on here and I'm like, God, dude, fuck, you ever hang out with Julian? God damn, he's so fucking boring. I'll never hang out with Julian. Sinner's gonna be like, shit, I want to find out what hanging out with Julian's all about. Let me invite 5 other my friends to go. You know what I'm saying? So I just lost 5 people because of me being stupid, saying I always say, good press, bad press, it doesn't matter as long as they're talking about you.
Correct.
If someone says you suck, guess what? People are going to go watch to see you. People are going to go watch to see how bad you suck. It's like a car accident. Oh man, that car accident's horrible. I can't look at that. But damn, look at that accident over there. Let me stop and check it out.
Leg hanging out. Look at all that blood.
People are like that. So, I don't know.
So anyway, Wardlow gave the Powerbomb Symphony to Ryan Nemeth. And,
he only gave him 1 and it was over.
Correct. So we had Don Callis in the ring, and he was with Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs. And Powerhouse Hobbs was on track to do something really good, and I don't know what happened.
Another Wardlow situation where
there was a match that happened that, I don't know what happened, because he was really being built up and he was going in a good direction, going in a good place. And then,
well, remember when Punk first showed up?
Hobbs? I mean, I don't know.
When Punk first showed up, one of the first people he worked with was Hobbs.
Yep.
Like Punk wanted to work with people that he saw star potential in. You got Hobbs, Ricky Stark, Darby Allin, MJF. honestly, everyone that Punk worked with has tons of star potential too, but
Correct.
AEW has dropped the ball on most of them. No one cares about Hobbs anymore, and he should be a star. No one cares about Wardlow anymore. He should be a star.
It's because of the EVPs. Let's just call it what it is. No one wants. They don't want to shine on these young cats, and you got to build up the young guys. You got to build them up because that's the future of your business.
If you notice, just about everyone that Punk wanted to work with has gotten shit on.
Yeah, except for Starks.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because Jade Cargill, one of the biggest names in wrestling right now, left, went to WWE, and the first two people that commented on her fucking Instagram post when she posted WWE bow were CM Punk and Ricky Starks.
Well, Ricky Starks is a Cody Rhodes guy. Jade Cargill was a Cody Rhodes girl.
Yeah.
You know, Ricky Starks is a Cody Rhodes guy. So they have that going against them. And I think because if you notice, Ricky Starks was really stop and go. Like he would get momentum and they would fucking bring it to a screeching halt. But I think now Tony Khan's seeing like, fuck, I can't lose Ricky too. Like I already lost Jade. I can't lose Ricky too.
Let me put the tag belts on him real quick and see how that keeps him.
Yeah, and now he's trying to kind of get that momentum going with Ricky. But it's another situation where once the fucking EVPs get involved, what the fuck's going to happen? I guarantee that. They're going to drop the titles to the Bucks. I guarantee it.
Then we have Kenny Omega versus Kyle Fletcher.
All the problems AEW's having right now starts at that office and trickles down.
Where was Keith Lee this week?
On a milk carton somewhere.
Where was Swerve Scott this week? Is Swerve Scott on a?
He did a backstage promo. He did a backstage promo. It was like Lance Archer just randomly showed up tonight.
He's from Texas. He's from Texas. Him and Barrett Brown, former tag team partners. You know, in Texas.
But like the thing is, Archer had so much momentum when he came in with that Cody Rhodes feud, and Lance Archer could have been a star. Lance Archer has everything to be a credible fucking top guy, and you have Jake fucking as his mouthpiece.
Once again,
I will say it. I said before, I said it again. Lance Archer versus Hangman Adam Page did nobody any favors.
No.
You know.
And him versus Orange Cassidy for the fucking. They should have put the international title on him at Battle of the Belts when he wrestled fucking Orange Cassidy.
I think that there's a lot of mistakes in the AEW office right now for several reasons. One, you had a guy that wanted to help build the young talent up. Not so much putting himself over, but building the young talent is what a vet's supposed to do on their way out. You build up the other people to take your spot. CM Punk was doing that. The young guys, Cody was doing that. The Bucks didn't like it.
Yep.
The Bucks hate the fact that, look at all the people Cody was feuding with. All the young guys. Cody was doing it, giving advice to the young guys, building the young guys up. The Bucks were like, nope. AEW goes like this. They go on waves, right? They're going big waves. 1 minute, they're fucking a sinking ship. And then Cody leaves. Everybody's like, oh shit, AEW's in the mud. AEW bounced back. They fucking bring CM Punk in. The biggest star in that fucking company's history. Drawing $1 million gates week after week after week. Getting Monday Night Raw numbers. Crazy. And then the Bucks are like, yeah, we need to get rid of him. He needs to be gone. Now he's gone. So now they're pushing guys like Orange Cassidy. They're pushing guys like Los Ingobernables. They're pushing guys, like Max Caster and Anthony Bowens with Billy Gunn. Young guys are organically getting over, and the Bucks are like, nope, we need to get over.
Correct.
And you know what? Max Caster's another one that CM Punk worked with when he was there.
Yep.
It's like Punk's, and I'm hoping so. Yeah, the Tony meltdown on social media last week was embarrassing. But what I'm hoping is this meltdown is him realizing how bad he had fucked up with given the Bucks and Kenny, and not so much Kenny as it is the Bucks, but given these guys the positions he did and given them the power that they have, and I mean he let them fucking cost him his biggest star. And I think Tony's starting to see, like, fuck, I picked the wrong side in this battle.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Tony's worried about having friends and he's going to end up losing money because of that.
There shouldn't have been a side at all. It should have been like, hey, I'm your fucking boss. If you guys can't get along, stay the fuck away from each other. You guys don't want to make any money? That's fine. You go over there. You go over there.
No, it shouldn't even been like that.
You do your shit over here. The TV networks will be happy. We'll have numbers. But no.
It shouldn't have even been that. It should have been like, I'm your fucking boss. You're either going to work together or you're going to get the fuck out of here.
Correct.
Because Punk was willing to do business.
Yep.
It was the fucking Bucks that wanted to go through it was the Bucks that wanted to go through their fucking lawyers for everything.
I mean, not even that. The simple fact that the Bucks were like, well, yeah, let's put him on probation. If you can be a good boy for 6 months, then we'll sit and talk to you. Who the fuck are you to say that to somebody?
Right.
But
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's Tony not fucking being a boss and wanting to be a friend and not saying, hey, you all, I pay your fucking paychecks. If you want this company to make money so I can continue pay your fucking paychecks, then you need to grow the fuck up and do business.
Kenny Omega's willing to do business. He was like, fuck it, I'll work with him.
Yeah, and I think Adam Page was as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Punk said, you know, after the whole toy comment after Collision, he texted Page and was like, my bad, dude. I didn't mean for it to come across like that. So, like, I mean, you know, so there was that open communication, at least between him and Page. But, you know, but then again, who fucking leaked that story? You know what I mean?
That story.
And that's the thing, like, the petty shit of leaking stories about him every fucking week to Meltzer is what drove Punk crazy. Because Punk is like, this shit doesn't happen in a real company.
Yep.
WWE, WWE has some stories leaked, but it's never like big issues like AEW. Because if you think WWE isn't having the same backstage shit that AEW is having,
you're under a fucking
idiot.
rock. Yeah,
you're a fucking idiot. Rock. The only problem is they're able to handle that shit in-house. They don't have people running to Meltzer or Sean Ross Sapp or anything like that. They give them the information that the company allows them to give them. They want to act like they have inside sources, but those sources are only giving you what they're allowed to give you.
That's facts. That's facts. And I said it when AEW first started. I was like, man, you know, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. But like me and Julian said, everyone was like, oh yeah, this, and this. I said, give it a few weeks. Give it a few weeks.
Well, if you remember when Punk first signed with AEW, he said the reason he signed was because when Brody Lee was going through his shit, it never got leaked.
Yeah. Brody Lee was sick for a year. We never fucking knew nothing.
Right. They kept that. They guarded that. And Punk was like, I want to be in a locker room where that, you know, there's that camaraderie where shit's not getting leaked.
Wah, wah.
And when he fucking gets there, everyone starts leaking shit about him. Oh, well. So of course he's pissed because that was the one reason he came to the fucking company.
Yep.
Another thing about what's going on here is AEW puts on great matches. Great matches. The problem is Tony Khan's not a booker. He's a matchmaker. He puts great matches together with no semblance. Yeah. You know, we've seen Orange Cassidy in some fucking phenomenal matches. I mean, Julie and I have sat here like, this match is going to be bullshit. At the end of the night, we're like, oh shit. Like, did you see that?
There's no substance behind anything, though. That's the problem. It's all Bane and no Buck.
You know, and
no Buck.
We talk about like building storylines and how AEW was like building storylines. They just got away from that.
Right.
And now you got guys like Bryan Danielson. You got guys like fucking Adam Copeland that are there that are going to help young people. Guys like Mox. Guys like Claudio. I'm guaranteeing you, the first time those guys go against something the Bucks don't want, we're going to have a drama again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like just look at the world title. Like the world title's barely been defended, and now MJF is like inching towards feuds with like 10 different people. There's no set course for where MJF is going. It's like he's got Omega and fucking Warlow and the Bullet Club and Adam Cole and Roddy's group, and
Now,
it's
see,
like
that's good because as the world champion, everybody should be gunning for you.
right, but
Everybody should be gunning for you.
at the same time though, there's not a single just
Yeah, because when they wrote the story,
laid out feud.
they didn't write the any person that writes a story, be it a booker, be it a script writer, a storyteller, you start at the end,
Right, and work your way
and
back.
you work your way back. Whenever
And
I
they're not
book
doing
shows, I've always started at the end and worked my way back. The only problem that these guys are having is that they start at the end and then they forget the
Right.
middle part.
Yep.
They forget the
And
beginning.
I mean,
They just throw shit against the wall and hope it sticks.
right. And like just back to the Punk situation and just the Punk and Jack Perry situation. Out of the two of those, Punk's the one that gets fired.
Yeah.
When Punk was the least in the wrong. I mean, because look, okay, it's a new generation. You know, it's not back.
He feared for his life.
It's not back like, you know, the 80s, 90s, 70s where you could fucking just go punch someone in the face and it's cool. Now, you know, everything's a lawsuit now, whatever. But I mean, if I was in Punk's shoes and this fucking guy just on national pay-per-view just fucking called me out like that and tried to bitch me out,
That's why he feared for his life.
I probably would have choked him out too. I mean,
Hater has a point. Tony got scared for his life because Punk was pissed off.
yeah,
Vince got knocked the fuck out by Bret Hart. Got back up, walked out on TV and was like, Bret, screw Bret. Say what you will about Vince McMahon and his NDAs, his DNA, and all that bullshit. Say what you will about Vince being a fucking crazy psycho ass motherfucker, but Vince was a man.
Look, Tony could have turned that whole fucking CM Punk thing into his Mr. McMahon fucking era. That could
Not
have
even that. He could turn that shit into money. He could have made so much money off of that.
That could have been his like fucking villain origin story right there. Because Vince was just a fucking commentator until he got punched in the face by Bret Hart. And that's when Mr. McMahon developed. Because who's easier to hate than the boss?
That's right.
But, you know, it's like, first of all, if I was Tony and I back there and I just saw fucking Jungle Boy shoot on fucking Punk on national TV like that, I'm going to be like, okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure Punk's okay. I'm going to be a man and go up to Punk and like, hey, bro, he's suspended. As soon as he walks back here, he's automatically suspended. Fucking try to cool down the situation because that match still had about 10 minutes left in it. Tony had time to defuse the situation and be a man and go up to Punk and be like, that's bullshit. I didn't fucking authorize that. He's suspended. I'm sending him home from the arena as soon as he gets back here and he's off TV for however long. Diffuse the situation right then and there. Because if Tony would have shown backbone and went to Punk like a man and said that, I guarantee it would have never got as far as it did. But Tony's sitting there like scared for his life is why the situation got to where it was. If he would have took it head up, do you think Vince would have if fucking someone went out there and shot on Brock like that? You think Vince would have just sat there and been like, oh my God, I hope Brock is okay when this guy comes back here? No. Vince would have went to Brock and be like, look, don't do nothing stupid. I'm taking care of it. He's gone. Because you have to choose between your fucking money, your stars. If fucking Tozawa went out and fucking shot on Brock, guess what? Brock's not getting fired and fucking Tozawa getting fucking suspended. No.
Big fucking facts. So speaking of big facts, let's get back to the rest of this fucking card so we can get off this AEW train.
Yeah, so we had Lance Archer destroy Barrett Brown, and then Sting came out and announced his retirement.
Yep.
Then we had the backstage segment with what's his name? Nick Wayne and his mom.
Oh my god.
Nick Wayne and his mom. Nick Wayne's mom hiding all that junk in the trunk behind that little trench coat deal she wearing. Finally, Christian Cage comes out and says, "Come on home, son."
Oh yeah, he's like, "Are you ready to come home, son?" That shit was so okay. So let's talk about three things about this promo.
The part where he goes, "Maybe you should have called me."
Yeah, let's talk about three things about this promo. One, Nick Wayne sat there so agitated that he was involved with this, and his mom. That was the worst fucking acting I've ever seen on television. Yeah. And then the slap was so. It was like she just said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." We've all been slapped by our mama. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Our mama ain't never slapped us like that. Get the fuck out of here.
Is that really his mom?
Yes, his mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
She ran Pinnacle Wrestling for a while up in Washington. Yeah, that's his mom, though. Yeah. That's Milf Wayne. That's Milf Wayne. Anyway.
That actually looked like a Brasser segment, but you know.
Wow, it looked like it. This looked like some fucking People's Court shit. I was waiting to hear. I was watching Love Is Blind on Netflix. Better acting than what I saw tonight.
They should have got Mama Benjamin to come in and play.
She could have brought the cans of soup, all that shit.
Oh my god.
They should have just got hired Mama Benjamin.
Eat this soup, baby.
Oh my god, no.
She's like, eat this Campbell soup, baby. It's okay.
No. Civil rights has been set back far enough. No.
Wow.
It's the chunky soup.
It's that chunky soup.
Whose mom was that used to do those commercials?
Was
it Reggie White?
Oh yeah.
No, the guy with the gap in the suit.
Michael Strahan.
Mick Strahan, yeah.
No, it wasn't his mom that did the.
You sure?
It was.
Yeah.
Food is like my mama.
No.
Anyway, so that segment sucked, and then they got jumped. Sting came out, saved Darby, who attacked them, but Darby was beating the ass by himself.
Correct.
So now we're gonna have Darby versus fucking Nick Wayne.
Luchasaurus to the rescue.
Yeah, and Darby versus Nick Wayne. I don't care. I had these fucks.
Mama pole match.
I had these fucks, and I gave them at the office. I just had no fucks.
Oh, it was Donovan McNabb's mom.
Oh yeah, he's Philadelphia Philly. Philadelphia Eagle.
Reggie White was the first person to do the Campbell soup commercials, though.
Yeah, he was a Green Bay Packer at the time.
So Chris Statlander wants to defend the championship against Willow Nightingale. Orange Cassidy has to defend the title against somebody. He never said who.
It's going to be John Silver.
John Cena. So then we have the Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal. Yes. Matt Sydal, Johnny TV, Matt Hardy, Commander, Jake Hager, Trent Beretta, Jeff Hardy, Matt Menard, Dustin Rhodes, Daniel Garcia.
It was nice to see Dustin back.
And the winner was Juice. I am not a Muppet Robinson.
You know what? I was lucky to be there for Dustin Rhodes versus CM Punk. And that was such a fucking phenomenal match on Dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah. That was That'd been 2021 maybe?
Yeah.
So in one of the most confusing or non-sensitive things that continues to happen in wrestling, Max Caster's in the ring with Juice Robinson. Well, actually, Max Caster was in the ring, and Juice Robinson was outside the ring trying to hold on the ropes. And he allowed himself to, Max Caster, allowed himself to get distracted by the melee between MJF and Juice Robinson. I mean, what's his name? Jay White. And The camera catches them they're staring at the melee like, huh? What's going on? I've never expected to see him fight outside the ring before. And then that's when he gets caught slipping and hit with the ring and gets pinned 1, 2, 3. Well, not pinned, but he gets thrown over the top rope. So Juice does one. The Mad Muppet wins.
Yeah.
Didn't expect Juice Robinson versus MJF, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Bang Bang Gang is on target. They should have stole. I mean, okay, so here's another thing too. During the brawl that happened, MJF is attacking Jay White, beating Jay White's ass. Jay White falls down. The belt falls off. He picks up the belt, goes to hit Jay White with the belt. You've been trying to get your fucking belt back for weeks. You got your belt. Why don't you just walk away with it?
Yeah.
Yep.
He gets hit in the dick, drops the belt.
Yep.
And that's that. Dynamite used to have like the it factor. But then Collision came along and Collision was like, yo, we the new
Rampage had the it factor for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rampage was an hour long. It was good.
It was in and out, done and done.
I mean, this Saturday we have 3 hours of AEW, and honestly, there's nothing on Saturday that makes me want to sit through 3 hours of AEW.
It's true. If it wasn't one of our bigger streaming nights, I probably wouldn't watch it.
I hear you.
But we'll be here anyway. That's what we do.
We will.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. It's AEW Dynamite night, and you know what that means? That means, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch some more Love Is Blind. With that being said, for your boy Sunday Center, for the mixologist, I'm the franchise. Thanks for joining us. We will see you when we see you.